I want to move into A plus content now. So we have basic A plus content and we have premium, right? For a seller who is starting, might not be eligible for the premium one. So what will be the criteria in order to do premium?
Yeah, it's actually these days it's very easy. I think what I do suggest even to new sellers is to try and get premium straight away so that you're not building basic and then you have to redo it. So the first requirement is, you have to be brand registered, number one. Number two, you have to have brand story applied to all of your ASINs. Number three, you have to have 5+ approvals on A+ content submissions. So what that means is you do a set of A+ content, you submit it, Amazon says it's approved, it goes live. It doesn't mean it's 5 completely different sets of A+ content. So you just have to get approved. And you can do that just by uploading a few images, just putting up a bit of information on the basic A+ content, kind of just to get that ball rolling. So without having a custom designed basic A+ content, you can still do that. So that's what I normally suggest that sellers do. Just get the approval and then we can build beautiful premium A+ content and get started on the best foot.
True. Yeah, that's a very good advice. And in terms of A plus premium, you have different modules, right? I assume around 7.
Yes.
So again, is there any sequence for that? Is there any specific order that you play?
You can play around with them, but usually we like having the full video in module 1 because it's quite engaging. People come onto the A+ content. We know moving images grab people's attention. That's why people are always scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. So getting to sort of come onto the A+ content, they see the video and then they're like, let me see what else there is about this product. So usually that's what we do. Again, it's kind of product and niche specific, but then, we want to talk about a little bit about the product. Carousels in usually module 3. So we can, we make the intro and then we can expand about the product. And then generally hotspots, we use them a little bit further down because often it's about product range. That's what we often use it for. So in terms of the sequencing, that makes sense usually. And then Q&A, if we're doing that, we do that as well towards the bottom because, you want to give them all the information, then they get to the bottom and people might think, oh, I wonder if. And so you have that space to answer those questions for them just before they leave.
True.